Good Monday evening, Southeast Texas. Well, it looks like Wednesday could be stormy across the area. Tonight, some morning fog and certainly looking like a warm, humid day on Tuesday. Boy, we've seen a lot of that lately, haven't we? However, a cold front and stormy conditions could begin as early as late Wednesday morning and persisting into the afternoon hours. Again, some severe weather possible with that. And then a windy, cool Thursday across Southeast Texas. And that will likely persist, at least the cooler weather coming up through the weekend. Slight risk of severe weather all across Southeast Texas for Wednesday. And it's mainly because of the winds just above the surface. Could see some winds blowing out of the south at, say, 40, maybe 50 miles an hour. If you get heavy rainfall, that could be transported down to the ground. And that would occur right along this squall line across Southeast Texas. Now, this is at noontime. This is one model, so it could be a little slower or it could be faster. But right now it looks like late morning, early afternoon hours, we could see a squall line of showers and thunderstorms that have the potential to produce some damaging winds. As far as tornadoes, hail, and flood risk, I think those are going to be very low. It's mainly wind damage that we'll be watching coming up on Wednesday. Otherwise, until that front goes through, it is going to feel very warm, very humid. After the front goes through, a bone-dry air mass filters on in, and that means it's going to feel pretty nice, at least as far as humidity levels across Southeast Texas. But plentiful moisture expected to be over our area as we work on into Wednesday. We get a surge of tropical moisture or Gulf moisture moving in as that trough of low pressure over the southwestern U.S. draws it on into Texas. So it's going to give us plentiful moisture to work with as far as thunderstorms. And then we get this trough of low pressure to interact with that moisture and lift up the atmosphere, producing that squall line. So again, it looks like the front coming on through the afternoon hours on Wednesday, quickly barreling or driving off to the east, and then we'll see a windy day coming up on Thursday because of a tight pressure gradient. Big trough of low pressure in the upper levels on Wednesday, and look at this northwesterly wind flow in the upper levels. You want that if you want warm, or I should say, if you want dry weather. And we're going to see this trough of low pressure slowly move off to the east, so it looks like several days of dry weather. So if you're working on the roof or maybe doing some painting, it looks like this will be fantastic dry weather from Thursday right on through the weekend. Several days of dry weather. So a weak front tonight may stumble on southwards. Ahead of it, could see some patchy fog in the morning. So keep that in mind if you're traveling maybe over to Houston or here in the Triangle tomorrow morning. That front will likely stall off towards our southwest. It'll likely drop temperatures in the morning to the low to mid 60s in the lakes area, near 70 in the Triangle. But that front is weak, and it's going to be drawn back to the north as a warm front. That will allow us to see temperatures rising into the mid 80s coming up tomorrow with partly sunny skies. On the Gulf of Mexico, slightly choppy seas around 1 to 2 feet in your coastal marine forecast. We'll see an easterly wind at 5 to 10 knots. And the water temperature 78. So tonight, partly cloudy, patchy fog as winds go calm. Low to mid 60s lakes near 70 in the Triangle. Again, watch out for the fog here in the Triangle. Then tomorrow, partly sunny, warm and humid with highs mid 80s. So coming up on Tuesday, warm and humid conditions, highs mid 80s, a green bar day. For Wednesday, we're going with the yellow bar day. Everybody's going to get rain and thunderstorm activity coming up on Wednesday. Some of those storms could be severe with damaging winds. After the front comes through, Thursday looks like a very windy day across Southeast Texas. Could see some wind gusts 30, maybe 35 miles an hour. Friday will be not quite as windy, but it's going to certainly be a breezy day as much cooler weather moves on in. As we head towards the weekend, looks fantastic, and it does look like we will see temperatures into the mid to lower 60s. We'll start off in the mid 70s, say at 5 p.m. on Sunday, and then drop into the low to mid 60s by 9 p.m. For trick-or-treaters. Otherwise, the dry weather will persist right on through the weekend into early next week. So several days of dry weather after this strong cold front comes in on Wednesday. Download our app. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com.